Hello, in this video we will discuss about the respiratory system. So the respiratory system is used for the breathing to use oxygen in our body for the aerobic respiration. So this is a person contain a oral cavity and nasal passage and oral passage. So the exhalation and inhalation area, the oral cavity, and this is the trachea and the lungs. This basically lungs we can understand here. The trachea is used for the breathing in and breathing out, while the trachea is ultimately divided into many tracheoles. And these tracheoles basically divide into the two lungs, left and right, and the, between tracheole will attach with the alveoli, and this alveoli is basically between the alveoli and the lungs is the pleural cavity, while here is the intercostal muscle, and this is the attached rib with sternum, while the detached rib is known as the floating rib, is the pair of the rib. While respiration mechanism, the respiration type is the cellular respiration and physical. So the cellular mean blood to the tissue, while the physical respiration mean the lungs to the blood circulatory system. So the mechanism inspiration we will understand. So here is a breathing in, inspiration will lead to chest expand, and here is you can see the lungs and the diaphragm will be contract while the lungs will be expand also. On the other hand, here you can see the expiration mean the exhalation of the breathing out of the carbon dioxide. So the lungs will be decrease the size and chest contract and the diaphragm relax. So the respiratory system mechanism here we will discuss. So the upper respiratory tract will lead to nose, pharynx, and the lower respiratory tract. For example, lower respiratory tract is the lower respiratory tract, larynx, trachea, and bronchi to the alveoli. For example, whole lung. So let's begin to understand the mechanism of inspiration and expiration. So the first of all we will learn about the inspiration. Inspiration means the breathe in. So the contraction of diaphragm will lead to expansion or expand of lungs. So the pressure inside the lungs will decrease. When the pressure will decrease, the air moves from atmosphere to lung. After this, inspiration will occur and the vertical diameter of the chest. On the other hand, the mechanism of expiration is the relaxation of the respiratory tract. After this, the decreased vertical diameter of chest cavity. The chest cavity, when the vertical diameter of the chest cavity, so the vertical diameter of chest cavity decrease, size of lungs decreases, and increase the pressure inside the lung. And air moves from alveoli toward the atmosphere, and in this way the expiration will occur. So let's begin to understand the pulmonary ventilation. The ventilation mean the pulmo mean the lungs. So the ventilation mean the breathing. So the partial pressure of oxygen less than outside. So breathing and vice versa for carbon dioxide. For example, the oxygen level into the body is low, so that is why the breathing in, while the carbon dioxide will outside the low partial pressure, so that is why the carbon dioxide will move out, exhalation. So the lungs volume we will discuss. So the here we will discuss about the lungs volume, the tidal volume, inspiratory pressure volume, inspiratory reserve volume, IRV, expiratory volume, ERV, residual volume, RV. So the tidal volume, let's begin to understand. The volume of air inspired or expired in each normal breath is called tidal volume. So the normal tidal volume VT is equal to 500 ml. So the 500 ml volume, while the IRV means the inspiratory residual volume. This is after end of normal inspiration, the forcefully inspired normal 330 ml. So the tidal volume plus IRV is equal to 500 and you can understand the 3800 ml. This is known as the inspiratory capacity. While here is the residual volume, if VR is the volume after forcefully expired, the normal expired. So the normal is 1200 ml, but the VR is different. While lung capacities mean the inspiratory capacity, vital capacity, so the vital capacity and the functional residual capacity and the total lung capacity. So inspiratory capacity is IC is equal to TV plus IRC is equal to 3800 ml, while the vital capacity means the VC is equal to IRV plus TV. So basically is the tidal volume. So in this way that you can understand this is equal to 4800 ml. So the functional residual capacity is equal to IRV plus TV is equal to 6000 ml. So this is the total lung capacity. So the total lung capacity is 6000 ml. So the physiological variation of the volume capacity can be on the basis of age, sex, height, exercise, positions, and the pregnancy. So thanks for watching this video about the respiratory system overview, their pulmonary ventilation, and the normal breathing mechanism. So thanks